So, is SWOT good for validation? Now, I was taught SWOT 25 years ago or more when I was studying marketing. Thought provoking? Yes. A validation tool? No, not in my opinion. If you're not familiar with it, it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And historically, it's used as a decision-making tool to get an overview of your business or the part of the business that you're working in when you're making decisions. And if you've ever sat in a business planning meeting, then you have probably filled in that grid more than once. And look, I am not here to throw SWOT under the bus. Yes, it definitely has its place and it definitely has its uses, but here's what it can't do. It cannot tell you if a real person will actually invest in your offer or not, and that is what we need to know. Because SWOT, it's a thinking exercise. It's you in a room with your own assumptions. It's one way, it's surface level. And however thorough you are, however honest you try to be, you're still working with what you believe, what you know, and what you think you know. And there lies the exact problem. Most coaches and consultants who come to me have already done some version of this. They've got some idea of what their offer is going to look like. They've got some idea or thoughts around who they think their ideal client is. And often they think it's everyone. They've mapped out their strengths. They've looked at the market. They've identified what they think are opportunities and tried to create messaging. But all of this has actually been built around assumption. And then somewhere down the line, they start to wonder why they're not getting the results and the opportunities that they had expected to get. They're asking why the people who they thought would convert haven't, and why they've been overlooked for opportunities that they know they've got the expertise to deliver. The problem is that the strategy that they have built from is from what they think is the truth, but it doesn't have evidence underneath it. The only way to get genuine proof that your offer is right, that your messaging lands, that you're talking to the people who actually want to invest, is to go and talk to them. And I'm not talking about a poll, I'm not talking about a survey, and God forbid, I am not talking about a Google form here. I'm talking about real conversations. What you need to do is have a series of properly structured conversations where you're asking the right questions, being able to dig deeper and ask, what do you mean by that? Being able to have enough of these conversations that it's going to give you the data that you need to be able to create a strategy and a roadmap that is entirely built on evidence and has no assumptions. And this is the entire foundations that my methodology, the Proof First method, is built on. Getting the evidence up front so you understand who your ideal client is, what they see as an offer, what do they want to invest in, and who are these people? What's the difference between somebody who you think you can help and somebody who is most likely to invest? So I encourage you to do this work if you haven't done it already, and it is going to fast track your progress so much once you have built your strategy based in evidence.